Hi, everyone. Happy Tuesday. My belly is full. I just ate some flautas for Taco Tuesday. It was delicious. And so now we're going to talk about foundation. And you're probably like, oranges and foundation. What does that all mean? I'm going to tell you. So if you get on, let me know you're here. Say hi. Tell me you're here. Let's talk about skin real quick. So our skin has texture. I'm going to take my glasses off because that glare in my glasses is a little obnoxious. But so our skin has texture, right? It's got fine lines and wrinkles and pores. And sometimes we've got ginormous pores and bumps. You know, skin has texture. It's not always smooth. You know, some people are blessed with amazing porcelain, just perfect smooth skin, but the majority of us, we don't have that, right? So we do have texture to our skin. So when we apply foundation, we've got to address the texture component of our skin. And so that's what we're going to talk about tonight. So I'm going to do a little demonstration using an orange. So if you guys can see this, you can see oranges have got, you know, dimples. I think this is technically a tangerine, but whatever. So, you know, there's dimples within the orange, the skin of the orange. So I'm going to take some Stay Matte foundation and we're going to apply foundation to the orange. All right. So I've got Stay Matte foundation here. I'm just going to put a dollop on it. And we're going to rub that in. You guys let me know if you're here. Say hi. And if you're watching, if you happen to be watching the replay of this, comment and let me know you're watching the replay. That'd be great. All right. So I put Stay Matte foundation on this orange. Hopefully you can see that there is a lot of, in the pores or the, whatever that, the dimples on the skin of the orange, you can see where the foundation kind of sinks into that and it doesn't look as smooth, okay? All right, that's what would happen if you had, you know, like we were talking about, if you have ginormous pores or whatever, because our skin does have texture, you know, and you apply foundation with like just to your bare skin and you've done nothing to protect, not protect, but nothing to kind of smooth out that texture of your skin, it's going to kind of give you this type of effect. It's going to give you kind of a dimply look. It's not going to be super smooth like you probably want your foundation to look when you put it on. Okay, but now I'm going to take some VFX Pro Primer and I'm going to take another orange. And the first thing I'm going to do before I put on the Stay Matte foundation, I'm going to apply a dollop of primer to that. All right, so I've got a little bit of primer here. I'm putting that on the skin of this orange. And what this primer does, it's silicone based. And it's going to go in and it's going to fill in like any of those areas of texture. Hi, Sarah, that you have like that's on the skin of the orange, okay? So it smooths that out and it fills in any of those area of texture. So if you like think about it in terms of what happens with your skin, it's the same thing. That primer will go in and fill in those areas of texture that are on your skin. You know, maybe your fine lines, your wrinkles, your pores, those sorts of things. So now I've got the primer on the orange. I'm going to put some Stay Matte foundation on top of that primer. All right. And we're going to rub that in on top of the primer. All right. Trying to smooth it out here. So can you tell the difference here? This one is definitely more, and there, you know, these dimples are pretty big in the orange of this, or the skin of the orange. But you can see it is definitely more, it sinks in to these pores or these dimples on the orange skin a lot more on the orange that does not have the primer. The orange that has the primer, it looks a little more smooth, a little less cratery. You know what I mean? Does that make sense? Hopefully that makes sense. So benefits of primer, that's why you need primer basically. It's because you want to give your skin like a smooth base to start with before you apply your foundation. And then, you know, the thing about it is not only is primer going to give you a smooth base to apply your foundation on, it does, Sarah, it makes a huge difference. It also, it gives you, it's going to make your makeup last longer. It enhances the staying power of your foundation. So not only are you going to get, you know, you're going to smooth out the texture of your skin with the primer. So if anybody's watching this who has like super oily skin, okay? If you've got like crazy oily skin, this is silicone based and it's great. I mean, it helps to battle oil. But if you have skin like mine, where you will break through after you put on your makeup, like, and I'm talking from the time you start putting on your makeup till the time that you're done and you have oil breakthrough, message me, because there's some tips and tricks I can give you to help with your primer situation. If you've got normal or just, you know, normal to oily or even normal to dry skin, this primer is amazing. It will work for all of those skin types, and it's going to smooth out your skin base. It's going to fill in those fine lines and wrinkles, and it's going to enhance the staying power of your makeup so that your makeup lasts throughout the day. And it's not just going to like smudge off or anything like that. So again, this is the orange that we did not apply the primer to. You can see it's really dimply. Hi, Mary. I can see Mary's watching. And then this is the one that we did apply the primer to. So there is a difference, okay? It is less dimply on this orange that we applied the primer to. And you can see that the makeup actually sits above, instead of like filling into those dimples and going into all those dimples, it like actually sits, the makeup sits on top, giving it a really nice, smooth, even look, okay? What was the primer I used? Sarah, I used the VFX Pro Primer, Camera Ready Primer in the silver tube. I think this runs $11.90. I probably should have looked that up before I went live. But I believe it runs $11.90. And so if you're a VIP, it's half of that. It's worth it, guys. It's a great investment. If you want your foundation to look good, if you want it to stay on for a long time, and I'm not even talking like, it doesn't even have to be full-on foundation. Even if you're using tinted moisturizer. Today I have on tinted moisturizer. That's all I used today was tinted moisturizer. Not even BB cream, just tinted moisturizer, our BFit tinted moisturizer. You want to put on a base underneath that. Smooth out those fine lines and wrinkles. Enhance the staying power of your makeup. So $12.90. Thank you, Sarah. $12.90. I appreciate that. Thank you for looking that up for me. All right. So anyway, $12.90 regular price. If you're a VIP, that would be $6.45. Totally worth it. The tube is 0.85 ounces. Fluid ounces. It'll last a long time. When you use it, you only need to use a little dollop of it. So, like, I'll show you. Like, seriously, that much will go for your, I mean, it'll do your whole face. And it's very smooth. It's very, it's silky. It's very silky. And it dries quickly, but it just gives you that nice barrier on your skin, fills in those fine lines and wrinkles, and helps your foundation to stay on longer. So, all right, that's all I've got for you. I told you it was going to be quick, but just wanted you guys to see that there is definitely a difference. And if you don't know why you need to use primer, hopefully now you kind of have an idea of what primer is, like why it works, and what the big deal is all about when you hear people talk about using primer. So, all right, that is it. So if you guys have any questions, as always, message me, comment. I'll get a hold of you. Just let me know. And yeah, I hope you guys have a great rest of your night. I'll talk to you soon. Bye.